Okay, I've got to sort of set this up as a what if. Now, there's about 5 different ways that I go about this kind of thing. I set this as a gradient because you said that you set it as a gradient, but I'm going to go ahead and real quick just fill one with the same color as that one and show you the different ways you can do it. Now, I often will go here and go to select all unused and then just drag that to the trash, and it'll leave me with the colors that I have in there. Now right now I can make everything that's in here a spot color, but just to well, I'll go ahead and actually I'll do it. So I'm got to drag this in from another monitor. I'll drag this in and I'll take this and I'll make it a spot color, and I say okay. So now it has this little thing here as a spot. Now I do the same here. You gotta make sure you don't have anything selected or you'll get it. Now I just grab this. It's not, I'm going to say black 2 because it won't let you name sometimes a process color as a spot color. So I say okay. Now I have my black and my green, everything spot. So for this, if I just wanted to make an item a spot color and make it a halftone to a solid halftone, I just go to this one here. And as I have it as a spot, I just make it this spot color. And now I have this. And so I can bring it as a degree of that. I can make it 61 and it'll put it out as dots. Now I have to make sure this one, so it's on the same plate, is the same color. So you just make them both. This one would be 100% because it's solid. Say this would be your text, and this one would be your one that's less. Now for a gradient, what you do is you grab the gradient, and what you need to do is go into your, I think it's in this one here, yeah, gradient, and you make sure your stops are the solid spot. Each stop that's in it, you give them that same thing. So now that will print out in percentages that it is right there of the gradient. So you go in your gradient menu, it's in your, usually it's attached to the transparency, but you can go up here and just get it and bring it out. So you would make all your spot black a spot black, or you can make all of your colors the way I just did it. Now that's if you want to make a gradient. If you want to just make a halftone, you just turn it to a percentage that looks good for your percent. Now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to unselect that. I'm going to drag this to the trash. Drag this to the trash. If I don't cover what you actually are confused about, I can do the video with your file because it won't take me 5 seconds to set up. And this will print out. Let me go ahead and make sure I'm probably in RGB mode. Let me go ahead and put it in CMYK mode so I can show you this in a minute. This menu is vital in Illustrator. So I'm going to put this here. So the next thing that you can do is you can go here. Well, you can go a couple different places to get it. Go here, go to color books, go to Pantone solid code. This is when you want to work in your pen. It's on another monitor. I got to drag it in. So I drag this in. Now you would just make this a black. Grab this, and now it's a Pantone black. It's the same thing. It's going to be a spot. So when you come up here, it's going to give you the percentages, and you can work with the percentages. So let's say this one, we just find a green that will work for it. And now they're going into our swatch palette. And so it would be the same thing again. You would just go in here, and then when you get here, you go to your gradient. When you have this selected, you just make both of your stops. This color, you got to click here because it's going to give you this usually. Either one is going to work, I think, in your case if you clear the swatches out. But you just make them both a spot. Now, if you're just going to do the solid again, you can just do that. Make it this. Go to this one. And that's the little palette looking, artist palette looking thing. I forget which one it's called, but they're all, oh, it's color, just color, I think. And you go there and make that a percentage. So that's how you do it. And you can, all your stops in a gradient need to be spot color so that it'll print it in those percentages of spot color. So that's either way you can do it. You can use the Pantone or you can create the spot colors. I like to be organized, so I like to leave mine so that you know you have your only the colors you're working in here. So let me go to overprint and show you this. So now you don't have to do anything else. You don't have to set the colors on other things. You can just put registration marks right on this page, and it's going to do your separations for you. So if I put that right there, it'll print. If I turn this off right here and I turn the green off, if that's on top, it'll knock this out right here. So you don't need to put your separations on a separate page. You just need to make everything spot. And then if you want to see what it looks like, you go to your overprint preview in your separations menu. You turn off your CMYK because you have everything as spot. So there's my 2 spot colors and how they work. So anything you want to print underneath, you would just click on this, and let's see, my attributes is not open, I don't think, or it's not, I'm not finding it right now. It is somewhere, but I need to go ahead and get it back out. Oh, there it is. Okay, so attributes. So this, I got this slide. I go to overprint fill right there, and it changed it. It will print the full black because this is a halftone. It's not showing it as solid. Let me make it solid right there, and it's showing you what it would look like. Let's see. Let's make this one overprint. Now it doesn't knock that out, is what it's saying it's going to do. And it would depend on which one you print on top. You're not going to see this very good if you print your, let's look at this and see which one it has on top. It has the green on top. And it's showing you basically what it would look like if you print it. So that's how you do it. You basically are going to turn everything to spot color, including your stops in your gradient. If you got another question, then just send me the file and I'll show you how to make it apply to your file. This is not a real good example here. Let's see. See, now that's showing you how it would do if you don't. So this is anytime you want to put an underbase under something, I can kind of show you that, how that looks. You don't want to use necessarily white, but let's take Command C, Command F. So now I should have 2 of those right there. Let me make sure I do. Okay, I don't see them yet. Let's look at this. Okay, selected. It's selected. Okay, so I'll select the bottom one, and I'm gonna make it this yellow color. Now I got a new yellow in here. It's underneath there. If I turn this off, it won't show anything because I don't have the overprint set. Now if I set the overprint on that and I turn that off, hold on, I need it set on this. I got it on the wrong one. I need it on this. So there you go. See, it'll be a base underneath it. So that's how that's done. So you don't need to do your separate pages for your separate separations. I think that's how it looked on your thing. I might be wrong. Anyway, that's how you do it right there. And this would be set up a whole thing. If it's confusing, I'll probably confuse you because this is not anything like what you would do. But if you need me to do the same video with that file, I'll do it. All right, I'm going to cut this off.